I did not expect this. We're walking into Maryland Live for another 1-3 session. We're buying in for $400 tonight, and the goal is simple. Play solid, stay patient, and avoid getting trapped in sticky situations. Let's see how this one goes. We sit down, fold a few hands, and then it's time for the first hand of the night. Quick note before we get started. A lot of you asked me how to actually play with me instead of just watching the vlog. I do run a small private game for viewers. I'll mention it again later. We're on the button, and I get Queen 10. We got a couple callers in front of us, so we bump it up to $22. The small blind calls, and it folds to the cutoff, and then he calls the 22. The pot is 69, guys. Flop comes 6-6 ace. Not a great flop, so we all check around. Turn brings the 3 of hearts. The small blind bets $25. The cutoff folds, and we also fold our queen high. Sometimes just gotta give it to them. Can't win every hand. In this next hand, I'm in the hijack and get 9-8 offsuit. One person calls 3, so we raise to $15. Cutoff calls, small blind calls, and under the gun +1 calls. Pot's getting big here at 63. Flop comes ace, 10, 9, rainbow. We flop the pair. Not a very good one, but still a pair. Small blind just leads out for $25. Under the gun +1 folds, and we fold. Cutoff player calls, but we don't have time for this, so let's move on to the next hand. We're in the low jack position and get king queen offsuit. We raise it to $15. The small blind calls as well as the big blind, so we are going into the flop with 3 players, with the pot being $45 so far. Flop comes 5 king 3 with 2 hearts. This is an excellent flop for our hand. The blinds check to us, and now it's time to put in a bet and make some money real quick. Let's try $30. We got one customer in the small blind calling her 30, but the big blind unfortunately folds. That's okay. The pot's over $100 now. The turn is the 8 of clubs. Doesn't really change much. And the small blind checks again. So we go ahead and bet out $50. The small blind couldn't wait to put his 50 in. He quickly calls king queen. How could anybody have a better hand than that on this board? Well, the pot's over 200 now. And the river brings in the flush with the 9 of hearts. Small blind checks one last time over to us, and we're scared now. Small blind might have had us beat, or maybe he's got the flush now. Either way, let's just check this thing down and show our king queen. But wait, small blind also has king queen for top pair. Unbelievable. We both had the exact same hand. So now we're splitting this pot right up. That was a bit anticlimactic, but that's what poker is all about. In this next hand, we're in the big blind. There's a few callers here and there, and what do you know? We got our very favorite hand, King Jack, in the offsuit variety. We're ready to raise this thing up. We make it 21. We get 3 customers coming with us to the flop. The pot's so big, it's already $84. Flop is just a boring 5-4 queen. We don't hit anything, so we check, and all 4 players check around. Turn is another boring 8. Player next to me bets $35, and we quickly get up out of here. We are on the button now, and we get the best hand in the entire game. That's 7 deuce offsuit. We raise to $15. Everyone folds, and we immediately take this pot down. See? I told you it was the best hand in the game. We are in the low jack this hand, and now it's time to play serious. Jack 7 of spades. It doesn't get any more serious than that. Boom, 15 again. Nobody saw that coming. Except the cutoff, because he calls the 15. Then button calls. Then small blind calls. We got ourselves a little party here, guys. The pot is a friendly $63. Let's see what the flop brings. 974 rainbow. Not the worst flop for our hand. We do have a pair on this board. We are just afraid of the 9. Small blind checks. And we may be scared of a 9, but we aren't scared to put out a bet and see where we're at. Let's try 35. Cutoff quickly folds. Button thinks for a bit, then gets out the way. And small blind quickly folds. Let's go! We just won a nice little pot there for no reason. Next hand, I'm in the cutoff and get a premium. Pocket pair of 10s. The under the gun player already raised the 15 while we were looking at our hand. But that won't scare us. We re-raised the 45. He thinks for a little while until he finally makes the call. Pot's nearly $100. And we are going into the flop, which is Queen 5 6 rainbow. Under the gun checks to us, and we bet out 60. The only scary card out there is the Queen. Let's hope he doesn't have it. He thinks and thinks, but finally lets it go and gives us the pot. That was nice of him. In this hand, we are under the gun +1, and we get Jack 9 of spades. We raise to 15, like always, and the cutoff calls. Then the big blind calls. Flop is 8-4-4. It checks to us, and we go ahead and bet out $25 to try and scare these guys away. But nobody is scared because they both end up calling. Now we are the one that's scared. Big blind checks it over to us again, and we aren't ready to give up just yet. We are blasting off by betting 55 here. We are praying that everyone folds, but to our surprise, the cutoff goes all in for $142. Big blind folds, followed by a quick fold from us. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you light $100 on fire. Alright, now it's time to get serious. No more donating. We're in the small blind in this hand, and we get an absolute premium. No, really, we actually do this time, in the form of Ace King of Hearts. The under the gun +1 player already raises it up to 15. That makes our job easy. Of course, we aren't just going to see a flop for 15, so we bump it up real big to 60. Yep, 60. Under the gun +1 doesn't hesitate to put in the $60 call, and we are going to the flop in this moderately big pot. Flop comes 4-8-9 rainbow, with no hearts either. Not a great flop for us, but not the worst either. We are just gonna check this thing. Under the gun +1 checks as well. Turn brings a 6. We check again. Under the gun +1 also checks. River is another 9, and we check one more time. Under the gun +1 quickly bets out 40. We are waiting for him, and he fell for our trap. So we are gonna quickly call this bet. And this guy is about to get caught with his hand in the cookie jar. But he flips over Ace King.
Ah, y'all are bums. I mean, not like that, but
Yeah, he mean it. He mean it.
look at this mess. Both of them playing Ace King. Y'all be shaming yourself.
The exact same hand as us. Well, we are gonna chop this pot right up. At least it's much better than losing. Now we're in the under the gun +1 position, and we get the best hand in the entire game. No, seriously, we actually do this time because we get pocket aces. 2 black ones, too. This is exciting. We are so excited we just bet out 15, like we always do. And let's see what happens. Button throws in the call for 15, and we are off to the flop with just the 2 of us. Flop comes Ace 4 Queen. Wow, that's amazing. We just flopped trips. That's right, trip aces. Wait, hold on. My friend is calling me. What? It's a set? Not trips? What's the difference? I thought it was the same thing. Alright, whatever. We flopped a set of aces, guys. This is amazing. We honestly don't know what to do. Let's just check it over to him and see what transpires. He also checks it. So time for the turn. It's a 9. We still got the best possible hand in the world on this board. And we want to trap him. So let's check it again. And he bites by betting out $30. We aren't letting him off the hook easily. So we make it 90. He thinks about it. And we are also thinking, did we re-raise him too much?
$90.
He asks if it's 90, then throws in 120.
So you got it got to be 155. I mean, it got. Are you trying to raise? You trying to raise or what?
It's 120, right?
No, it's $90. I said it like
90, I call. Oh. 90.
That's what he's trying to tell you. $90.
I'm confused, but that's hilarious. River comes another queen, and that gives us the best full house in the entire world. There's nothing else to do here except to shove it all in for 206. This guy's taking forever to make a decision, so let's speed things up and watch him, unfortunately, throw his cards into the muck.
High hand, table 4.
Queen 9. That's so sick.
Hilarious.
So
In this moment, there's high hands running, which means the best hand in the room for every 15-minute period wins $400. We have a great opportunity here to make some easy money. Just need our hand to hold for another 43 seconds. In the meantime, let's continue our winning streak. We are in the cut of this hand and pick up Ace King. I normally hate Ace King, but my friend told me it's a good hand, so let's play this thing. We raise it to our usual $15. Button calls the 15. Big blind calls the 15. And we are 3 ways into the flop, which comes 6, 4, 5, rainbow. We completely missed everything. Big blind checks, followed by a check by us. Button sees weakness, so he bets out $20. Big blind calls the 20, and we sadly fold our ace king. But we don't care because the supervisor here to give us some free money.
you have your player's card handy?
Yes.
That's right, our high hand held up, and we are getting $400 for absolutely free.
Alright, I'm gonna give this to your dealer. Dealer's gonna pay you.
Of course, gotta tip the dealer $25 for doing the heavy lifting. $3.75 ain't bad. We'll put this right in our pocket and save it for a rainy day. We are looking to finish this session off strong. We are in the cutoff, hoping to get a premium hand. And when you look at that, we get King Jack of Diamonds. This is a very nice looking hand. A couple callers in front of us, so we raise it to $18. It folds over to the big blind, and he calls the 18. The under the gun plus 1 player calls 18 as well, followed by the hijack. So we got 4 players here going into the flop. Let's flop something nice, guys. And we do just that. The flop is King Deuce Jack. We made it, guys. Top 2 pair in this multi-way pot. We're about to get so rich off this hand. And then everyone checks to us. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already planning our Hawaii vacation with our earnings from this hand. Let's think of a number in which we can get paid. How about a measly $40? Anybody can afford 40. Big blind thinks for a bit, while I'm thinking about a Long Island iced tea on the beach. He finally puts in a call to donate to our vacation, and to our surprise, the under the gun plus 1 player just goes all in for his whole stack of 382. Hijack quickly gets out the way, and we are way too excited here, and we put our stack in there immediately. We got the best possible hand on this board. Absolutely nothing can beat us on this flop. Top 2 with King Jack on King Deuce Jack. This is what dreams are made of. Big blind continues to donate to the cause, and now we got a huge pot brewing at over $800. Cold, hard American cash. We would really like to see low cards come out on the turn and river, and no more spades, please. If that happens, we got this whole pot in the bag, and it's time to get out of here. Dealer's taking his time counting out the money, And I don't mind because I'm trying to figure out if I should buy a Lamborghini or a Ferrari with these earnings. Turn comes the 5 of clubs. And the river, the 3 of clubs. We did it, guys. We dodged a spade, and we also got all low cards. Exactly what we asked for. It's time to take this pot and go home. Let's flip over our monster of a hand. Top 2 pair with King Jack.
Set of deuces.
Wait, what? Big blind shows ace king for top pair top kicker, and under the gun +1 shows a set of deuces? Is there something wrong here? I think we just lost with what we thought was an unbeatable hand.
You want it all. I can only give you what I can give.
We just lost $300 this session. Well, that escalated quickly. If you enjoy these vlogs and want to actually play with me, I run a small invite-only game for viewers. It's not public. I personally review each request, and approved members get a small welcome gift as a thank you. This is literally all it looks like. Maybe one of you can stack me like how I got stacked at the end of this session. If that sounds interesting, the link's in the description. As for the welcome gift, currently approved members receive a custom metal poker card protector just like one of these. We'll be back at the table soon. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.